My name is Fallout, and in honor of spooky season, I decided to fire up Dead by Daylight for a 50 games of sequel. Since my original Dead by Daylight video, I've managed to log, some time into the game. That being said, it has been a minute since I've played, but let's see if it goes any better this time. Lego! Game 1, and we're kicking things off with an ensemble of 3 traumatized baddies and apparently my college dealer. Man, you ever get back on a game you haven't played in a while and feel like you haven't lost any steps at all? Yeah, me neither. The good news is we're close enough to completing the gen, and I don't think the killer's anywhere near. I fucking hate this game. Our teammate gets pulled off the gen and immediately quits out of the game. Super. Even though we collectively get bent over a barrel, Demon Waifu teammate manages to find the hatch and gets away. I'll take it. Game 2, and I'm really hoping I'm not about to put the mid in Midwich.
Oh, brother!
At the very least, I'm feeling confident, and I think my in-game senses are starting to improve.
Okay, he's above me, actually. Is it Trapper or not? Oh, God!
Despite our incredible start, our team is pulling together. I'm carrying my own weight, self-healing and solo genning. Incredibly, we not only pop 5 gens, but everybody manages to escape. No shot! Double dub for me! GG. Game 3, and never have I felt dumber than trying to figure out how exactly to make a flashbang with this goddamn perk I've never used before. On my way to a gen, I get latched onto by a creepy tentacle creature. Is this that hentai stuff I've heard so much about? The killer is hot on my tail, but in a bold play, I bravely hide in a locker until it gets annoyed trying to find me and goes away. It's not cowardice, it's strategy, damn it. Not gonna lie to you boys, it is looking rough for us out here. I'm rusty at fighting the singularity, and the final score shows it. Goth Queen Sable stutters into the hatch, and this game is a hard loss for Team Survivor. Let's go ahead and run that back for Game 4. Things haven't gotten much easier. We're out here against the world's most aggro Oni. Even though I think I see him running away, he turns the hardest 180 mid-charge ever and comes back to beat my ass like I forgot the safe word. Late in the game, I actually managed to loop the killer for a long time, and I mean a really long time. And even though he finally took me down, we eventually managed to repair 5 gens. I get hooked a second time and feel like my goose is cooked, especially because Papa Oni is camping me hard. But my teammate performs a ballsy last-minute rescue right in front of the killer's crab rangoons, and 3 of us managed to get the hell out of Dodge. Unbelievable finish. Random Meg nominated for Teammate of the Year. Game 5, and a few friends asked if they could join me, so you know what that means. Goth Girl Fashion Party! One of our teammates is a brand new player, so we hope for some easy games. Unfortunately, we go up against Vami Mommy, and we all spend most of the match puking like we just ate $5 worth of sushi from 7-Eleven. Kind of a rough first game for my friend. We wind up getting brutalized, and Game 5 is a hard loss. Game 6, and not even 5 seconds into the match, you'd think we were in a goddamn Alfred Hitchcock movie. I always get really weirded out by this killer. She kind of looks like Aubrey Plaza if she were from hell or Florida. We're learning that maybe bringing a new player into our level of matchmaking might not be a terrific idea. We get pretty demolished, and Little Miss Art School Dropout caps out the game by moriing, aka ganking with her own bare hands, almost our entire team. A hard L, but we carry on. Game 7, and we out here in Raccoon City. My new player friend hops on a generator with me, and you know, I really think she's improving. It's still a process though. We're fighting a guy playing the knight, but he seems to be not all there. Our poor friend gets choice targeted by the killer, and even though we maybe could have gotten 3 of us out, our homie Mel wanted us to save ourselves, which would feel like a decent win at that point. So only 2 of us got out, but before leaving completely, we decided to show him the dance of our people. Game 7 is a win in my book. Game number 8, and well golly gee willy, we're fighting a Billy. Not to pat myself on the back, but I do a pretty good job at wasting a lot of this Billy's time. So much so that he actually bails on me mid-chase. Feels good. I also managed to dehook myself in the basement with Deliverance, then waste even more of the killer's time. Seriously, like so much of the killer's time. I'm telling you, with all the times I managed to juke this guy harder than I juke my responsibilities as an adult, I really wish I could tell you that there was some kind of happy ending here. But unfortunately, in the end, we all wound up heading towards the sky. GG. Game 9, and I'm focusing the hell up. I'm on high alert, and nothing's getting by me now.
Oh, oh my God!
Ghosty's a tough little jerk to fight, but I managed to give him the slip. Maybe 1 or 2 times, but hey, who's counting? I was doing fine for a while, but unfortunately this guy had Dragon's Grip of all perks and one-shots me off to the great beyond. In the end, only one of us got away, but you know what? We take those. Game 10, and I always do appreciate a good cornfield. Oh good, it's the killer that even other killer mains don't respect. Skull Merchant. After getting hooked up, the killer hightails it out of the area, and oh, if only she knew that 2 bad goth bitches were hiding in lockers where she just was. Unfortunately, one of our players had to AFK for something important, and we were suddenly down 1v3 instead of 1v4. I'll be the one to say it. It definitely went all downhill from there. But on the bright side, our new player friend got their first hatch escape. Hell yeah. Game 11. And even though we're out here having a rough time, it's all good because at least Nicolas Cage is here.
I'm a prickly pear.
We are getting harassed big time by a rude-ass ghost face. But I'm going all out with a brand new part. Surely we're right back in this now. God damn it. Believe it or not, we pulled this one off. Oh sure, one of us bled out in the street like a dog, but 3 of us managed to get out, and that's a win to me, damn it. Game 12, and one of my friends had to bail on the group, but fear not, for we have the power of Dinglenut 609. We're out here fighting everybody's favorite drunken murder cowboy, but we're not doing too bad. 2 generators done already, and I managed to put the moves on him. No, I mean really, I'm literally running circles around him.
Oh my god. I think I just juked the fucking shit out of him.
I wasted a lot of this dude's time, and even though I wound up getting hooked thanks to Noed, a perk that lets you one-shot people in the endgame, my teammates managed to get me off, and we all managed to get the hell out. Freaking massive dub. Game 13, and oh god, I'm having flashbacks. But it's easier to deal with demons from your past when it's hashtag GothGirlFall. I won't lie to you, even though this monstrosity gives me nightmares, we did decent on this one with our new rando teammate. All 4 of us were alive by the time the exit gates opened up, and even though this digital degenerate wanted to harvest my biomatter, I managed to give him the slip and creep out with 2 other teammates. We definitely take those. GG. Game 14, and we're blessed with a rare sighting, the P100 Leon. Hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. Yeah, missed me with that wishful thinking, good omen bullshit. We are getting absolutely massacred out here. There's a Demogorgon causing trouble, and Millie Bobby Brown is nowhere to be found. We are eliminated in record time, and even though I was feeling really bad about it, turns out this demon dog is kind of a good boy after all. He lets me out through the hatch, and we share a high energy moment on the way out. Better than getting killed, I guess. Game 15, and we're out here fighting the woodland waifu herself. Not to jinx things, but despite the fact I'm injured, I do a pretty damn good job staying on my feet. Let's count the missed hits. This might be the strongest early lead we've had yet. 2 generators done and not 1 player on our team has been hooked yet. I really hope we can stay focused and hold on to this momentum. Update, our focus is completely shattered and we've completely lost all momentum. Our friend got tunneled out hardcore and we're attempting to get at least 3 of us out alive. Unfortunately, a miscommunication during a dehook attempt leads to a historic fumble and both me and my teammate wind up dying. At least our random got out. They better appreciate that we died for their ass. Game 15 is a loss. Game 16, and the entity has blessed us with a new Leon. We'll do our very best to take care of him. We are back on the farm fighting the spirit, and on God, we've done 3 gens and the killer only has 1 hook at this stage in time. We absolutely cannot, must not fumble this lead. I don't want to fucking talk about it. Game 17, and I must be starting to lose it because I'm seeing invisible footprints out here. Nah, I'm playing around. I know that means we're fighting Chucky, and I'm kind of excited because I've never fought him before. Man, this little prick is relentless. He's teeny AF and hard to spot, so I'm pre-dropping pallets like you wouldn't believe. We're not doing too badly, but I do think our communication could be a little better.
Oh, fall
little
out.
shit.
Oh, she's coming this way. Fuck.
No! Oh, shit!
Okay.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how we got here, but the killer has formed an unexpected friendship with our random survivor. He leads her around the map to do a few objectives before giving her a personal escort to the open gate, and they say chivalry is dead. Game 17 is an odd palate cleanser. Game 18, and let's play a fun game of Are You More Observant Than Fallout?
It's like 10 feet off the ground for the floodlights. Easy way to look for generators. Oh god, he's fucking watching me. God damn it.
Man, oh man, we might have 4 generators completed with no survivors on hooks, but if you've ever played against Michael Myers before, you know exactly what is about to happen. Cue the music. Good game, you tall, asthmatic son of a bitch. Game 19, and apparently my reflexes have decided to wake up. Woo! Nothing keeps you on your toes like a lively run through the woods from a drunken hillbilly with a spear gun. Even though he finally takes me down, I wasted a lot of his time, almost 2 full gens worth. Not bad. At this point though, we're getting kinda tired of losing and all collectively enter full-on try-hard mode. Let me tell ya, I'm definitely feeling it right now. Oh! I'll make you rue the day that you fucking chased me through the woods, baby. After a group heal sesh and a trip to the gate, we get our first major win in a while. All 4 survivors escaped, baby. And the killer was nice in the post-game lobby. G freaking G. Game 20, and I'm really starting to think the community might have a thing for this Sable chick. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my seminar on how to make the nurse mad in 2 easy steps. Step 1, have a dehooked survivor tank a free hit for you.
Oh god. Take it, take it, take it. Oh, good take.
Step 2, break her goddamn ankles.
Yoink.
Oh, girl. Hello? Did she just quit? Did she just quit? Dude.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Game 20 is a hard win. Game 21, and not only is it Weskin time, but we also have our first official slugging killer of the day. We might be in a tight spot, but as long as we stick together and play smart, we can still, and our random teammate quit out of the game. Well, now we're really boned. 0 gens completed, and our team is on its last legs. The killer takes me to my final resting spot and melees me on the hook. The disrespect. Well, it's only my first hook of the game. What if I just... No fucking way, dude. I think I can say with full confidence that that game is gonna live rent-free in that Wesker's head for a long, long time. Game 22, and we are fighting the Trickster, who apparently goes by these nicknames in the community. Creative, maybe. Unfortunately, we are getting destroyed. This guy's pretty on point with his knife chucking, and unfortunately, he got the memo that apparently it is slug o'clock, leaving me and my bud on the ground. Because we had 3 gens left, we made the decision to intentionally die on the hook so our friend Fangs could maybe get the hatch and get away, which she did. Hey, better than nothing. Game 23, and let's see if we can wash that tricky taste out of our mouths. The killer has some kind of hex totem build going on, so I go out to look for it. I don't find it, but I do find the killer. Now that's what I call lucky. After a quick chase, he takes me down, and damn, look at those arms, my god. Pyramid Head be hitting the gym, apparently. I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality to be able to say that, damn it. All things considered, this game is going fairly well. I'm not exactly looping P-Head at an expert level, but I do well enough where he decides to piss off and stop wasting time on me. We manage to get the gates open and 3 of us get out. Let's go ahead and spectate and check on how our teammate Lunar is doing. Game 23 is a pretty clear win. Game 24, and we're out here on Haddonfield, but we're getting killed by a Ghostface.
What is this? A crossover episode?
We're not doing too horribly, but this ghosty is a big-time slugger, leaving bodies on the ground like it's his J.O.B. We're trying to make things work, but the moriing has begun. Between you and me, I hate fighting Ghostface because I always get paranoid and worry about being watched. Son of a bitch. It's not looking good out here, boys. With the hatch closed, Ghosty catches me at the gate and sadly does not accept my teabag offering of peace. GG. Game 25, and I'm hoping for a more exciting killer who doesn't just try to creep on me from the bushes like a peeping Tom. God damn it. We're doing all right, but every time I get set up, this little perv comes out of nowhere and starts staring. Eventually, we get the gates opened up, and 2 of us manage to get away, but unfortunately, he one-shots me right at the finish line. As he carries me off, I see that this could go one of 2 very different ways. Which will he choose? Lock in your vote now. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Game 26, and now that we're at the halfway point, it's time to take all my compounding frustration and take it out on other people. That's right, it's time to play Killer. My chat has assured me that with the last update, Billy is now way easier to play. Why does my Twitch chat hate me so? But for real, I'm never really sure if Billy is tricky as hell to use or if I'm just plain dumb bubblegum. Don't answer that. At least Lara Croft doesn't really seem to know what she's doing either. Maybe the entity is taking pity on me and giving me survivors who match my 1 brain cell energy? Yep, that's gotta be it. This survivor has a trade offer. 1 medkit for 1 dehooked survivor, which I accept. But Sigourney Weaver has made no such offer, so hammer for you. With everyone dead, I give my new best friend a personal escort to the hatch and see him off like a gentleman. Game 27, and I'm playing The Dredge, which if you've never seen before, apologies in advance for giving you nightmares.
What is that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, this game was rough. The survivors are organized and really going for it, barely missing a few key flashlight saves and forcing me to lean forward in the gaming chair. Gotta give props though, this one guy is doing a great job at irritating me, so I laser focus in on him, and honestly, it ends up being my downfall. And even though I take him down for some fun quality basement time, I made a huge error by going the wrong way around the killer shack at the end and letting 3 of them get away. Feels real bad. Game 28, and I am running it back. Or not, but who knows, maybe it won't be that bad. Motherfuck. 3 generators done, and I haven't even gotten 1 hook. I think it's safe to say that I am horrific with the Dredge, and even though I'm playing them as a favor to somebody in the chat, good lord, never again. Game 28 is over, and I got cooked. Game 29, and I'm hopping over to a killer I've played a little bit more, Ghostface. Time to get sneaky in the shadows, and we load into literally the brightest map in the entire game. Hey, nice generator you got there. Mind if I hang out? Thanks, that was really fun. Usually I have to pay to watch. Not really sure why, but these Aqualad looking dudes always give me the most trouble, but with a little patience, I finally bring him down and wind up popping my first Mori of the day. Sorry kids, the brick wall has determined that parental discretion is advised. From there, it all goes downhill for Team Survivor. I catch a healing party in a corner, which leads to Mori kill number 2, and I pull off this fun fake out for Mori number 3. Admit it, that was good. Game 29 is a 4-kill win. Game 30, and I'm throwing on the Mike Myers memory build at the insistence of my chat.
Yeah, baby!
If you don't know, with this build, I'm gonna spend the vast majority of the game doing nothing but perving on people, but if I get all the way up to tier 3, that's when the fun begins. But man, it has taken a while. A long while. A long
6 hours later.
Wait for it. Party time, rack 'em up. Like you didn't already know, Game 30 is a win. Game 31, and I don't think anything motivates me to go to the gym as much as looking at Pyramid Head. I won't lie, my pyramid game is a bit rusty, but I'm trying my hardest out here, y'all. Question, do I feel bad at choice targeting at this Sable player? Yes. But are they the only player I can manage to actually hit with my ranged attack? Also yes. Sorry girl, I love that outfit, but I need to come back right now like you wouldn't believe. Let me tell you, I'm getting some good ass snipes out here, and I managed to hold him at just 2 gens remaining for the rest of the game. Final survivor manages to find the hatch, but I am completely okay with that. GG. Game 32, and I only got 1 question.
Who you calling pinhead?
I am getting the strong sense that the entity feels I'm getting too big for my britches out here, because I am getting juked out of my panties now. These survivors are taking me for a ride at each and every corner, dropping pallets and dodging all my damn hook shots. By the time I get old Bill up for my first hook, these bastards have already done 4 gens. Granted, I did go on one hell of a run after that, chalking up not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 extra hooks in the time it took them to finish the final gen. But they all still whooped my ass good and all got out. GG. Game 33. And hey look, they put my dad in the game. I'm out here on my home turf, moonwalking round corners and stabbing people out in front of the old saloon. Good times. Getting loops does suck, but there's no better feeling than landing a quality harpoon shot. You know, I've been told not being able to go all the way happens to 1 in 5 drunken cowboy killers. Despite whiffing a few shots, it's always worth it when you hit stuff like this. Oh, dude, no shot. Did you fucking see that shot? In the end, I wind up getting 3 dead on hook, not too shabby. Game 34, and I'm hopping onto the Xenomorph for no particular reason. Yep, no reason at all. Side note, I may actually have problems. I don't play a ton of Xenomorph, but I'm not gonna lie, this Leon Kennedy is shoving my ass into a locker right now. Want to get an idea of how badly? Roll it. Kids, this is what they call chasing the dragon. I should have quit while I was ahead, and while I eventually cut my losses and went after an easier target, I had let so much time go by already. Even when I try to gain back some momentum, motherfucking Leon Kennedy. The goal of winning long gone, I now just say F it and hunt down Leon. But his team is way too organized. Oh look, guess who hasn't left yet and is wasting everyone's time at the gate? Game 34 is gonna leave a mark. Game 35, and against my better judgment, I'm going to give Queen Zeno one more go, and already off to a better start. A way better start. I'm moving pretty fast, but so is Team Survivor, and even though I take out one early, the remaining gens are spread out, and I'm getting cooked by flamethrowers left and right. I gotta give it to them. They were very organized, and finished the final gen while I spent way too much time hunting down a Michaela. But it ain't over till the entity sings, baby. I may have finished the game with only 2 kills, but that's a tie in my book, and I get to pull off one of the best Moris in the entire game, so hey, I'm satisfied. Game 36, and I'm hopping onto Big Bad Nemi. Unfortunately for me, these survivors got moves, but at the very least, I'm maintaining my composure. Someone running up, I'm with a fucking flashlight, I'm gonna kill myself! Ah! You fucking little piece of shit! And if you think that was the biggest ever choke of my career, nope, this is.
Well done. Well done.
Or no? What is happening? What the fuck did I just do? And I know it'll be hard to believe after watching that, but I focused up, and with a little aura reading combined with good old-fashioned pressure, I held them at 1 gen and took them down one by one by one. I could have murdered the final one after catching them by the gate, but I was feeling good after that comeback and let her moonwalk slide to freedom. Game 37, and I don't know what the hell I'm thinking, but Chad has convinced me to play the Trapper. It is not looking good out here, my dudes. 2 gens down, and I'm getting blinded so much I may need laser surgery. I'm just straight up getting bullied by some nerd in a sleeveless hoodie. It's like high school all over again. I did manage to get one big brain play on one survivor who literally activated my trap card, but overall, this game was a massacre. I got blinded on repeat, coordinated pallet stunned, the whole works. As all 4 players bail out of the gate, I'm reminded why I don't often trap these days. Game 38, and it's time for a little palate cleanser in the form of everybody's favorite blue-collar worker, Bing Bong. I'm out here ringing that bell like any good YouTuber would tell you to do, hint hint, nudge nudge. And it's not going so bad. After performing the most boring Mori in the game, I'm down to just 3 survivors and we have 3 generators left. But little did I know my biggest foe was breathing down my neck. Time. Yes, I had dinner reservations with Anno for our date night, and these survivors have to know because they are doing everything in their power to drag this game out as long as they can. And while I do worry about upsetting the entity, upsetting the misses is a far stupider move. So I literally bail in the middle of the game to leave for dinner and forget to turn off my recording equipment, letting me record close to 2 hours of some quality Steam library footage. Game 39, I've decided to unlock and try out Chucky, and holy hell is he hilarious. I'm genuinely not sure if they don't know how to fight him because I'm just pulling them apart right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They were making some questionable plays. And while I could have let the last one go, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanted the 4K at that point. Hopefully this decision doesn't come back to haunt me as some form of bad karma punishment. Game 40, and me massacring that last lobby has come back to haunt me as some form of bad karma punishment. I ain't doing terrible, but this team is organized. And even though one of them rage quit early on, I'm still very new with this killer and not completely familiar with everything he can do. I managed to kill the bot, but the rest of Team Human pulls together hard and leaves my ass in the dust. GG. Game 41, and before actually launching the next game, I fire up a private lobby against 4 bots in an attempt to better learn Chucky's overall kit. Eventually, I feel content with what I've learned and decide to fire up a match for real. I'm not sure it's paying off. I'm still whiffing a fair amount, and they've only got 2 gens left to repair. But with 1 long-range snipe into a kill, I'm suddenly right back in this game. They only need 1 more gen, but their remaining options are so close together, they've painted themselves into a corner, and I can monitor them with ease. 3 dead, and the final player gets out via the hatch, which I'm more than okay with. Game 41 is a win. Game 42, and I'm hopping onto the Twins, one of the sexiest, one of the most horrifying killers in the game is what I said. She may be one of the most underplayed killers ever, but if you've ever wondered what it would be like to shit out a rabid, aggressive fetus monster to run around and do your evil bidding, she's right up your alley. Unfortunately, I'm a bit rusty and keep whiffing my attacks, leading to Victor getting murdered via roundhouse kicks to the face. But it's all worth it when you get to surprise piggyback! I'm getting a little more on point with my Victor pouncing, but the other team manages to mostly get away. At the very least, I hooked up that Leon who kicked poor Victor in the face. Game 43, and if you thought I was only gonna play one match as a coked up rage fetus, then you've got another thing coming. I guess you could say these survivors really get their kicks from bullying children. It's really close out here. They have 2 gens left, but I accidentally tunneled out one of their survivors pretty hardcore, making it a 1v3. I decide to get really grimy and begin to use Victor like some kind of wee little man-child guard dog and slug survivors as I swap back and forth between the twins. It works all too well, and icing on the cake, Victor accidentally showed me exactly where the final survivor was hiding, who was waiting for an end-of-match hatch victory. Teamwork makes the dream work. Game 44, and you know what, guys? I want to play a game. Ah, the entity has blessed me with an AFK survivor. None of you saw that. I pull things together a little bit, land in hits, and given the survivors funny hats to try on. I'm also getting better with my sneak attacks. For the most part. Hey, who told you could take that hat off? That was supposed to be a gift. The survivors can't seem to deal with their hats, the gens, and my hex totems all at the same time, and game 44 is a win. Game 45, and I'm not exactly sure what's gotten into me this game, but I am absolutely mowing through these survivors at every turn. I'll give credit, they are putting up a great fight, but so am I, and little by little, I am cutting them down. Nice try, hex breed me. Back-to-back 4Ks, and game 45 is a win. Game 46, and I've been saving my favorite killer for last, the Huntress. Unfortunately, I'm out of practice, and I start to immediately get my ankles broken by Bill. Man, this entire lobby is reading me like a book. By the time I get my first dude up on a hook, the other team now has 2 generators remaining. And even though I get a few decent hits, I'm getting straight bent over a barrel out here. The entire team manages to escape, and while David King no doubt is waiting for me at the gate so he can show me the dance of his people, I decide to go sulk in the basement and think about what I've done. Game 47, and man, hopefully this next lobby is a little bit easier. Super. Okay, at the very least, my aim is starting to come back for sure, but I'm making dumb mistakes and spending way too much time having tunnel vision. For real, I'm landing good hits, but this team is organized and brutal. In the end, I managed to get only 1. I'm kind of angry at how bad I'm performing, and I know I can do way better. Game 48, and I'm not gonna lie to you, chat, I'm starting to think the deck is stacked against me. Connection hiccups aside, this team is on the ball. Coordinated body blocking, top shelf dodging, patient pallet stunning, and more. While I did manage to take out Bill, which felt really good by the way, 3 of them managed to get out, and man, we might be ending on a rough note out here. Game 49, and I'm not giving up on my woodland waifu just yet, but they are going hard in the paint. But I have a new loadout, and I'm using aura reading abilities to get a little tricky myself. It is neck and neck out here, boys and girls. I get a double down, but as I do, they finish their 3rd generator. Thankfully, I knock one of them out of the game, and I am dialing the pressure up. Now, I'm baiting their pallet drops and hitting shots like this. Ooh. And this. 4 on the hook, and that's a win in my book. Game 50, and now that I've redeemed myself on Huntress, my final game is going to be how a Discord mod sees himself. Right out the gate, it is Weskin time like you wouldn't believe. I am reading these guys like books, and I'm starting to wonder why I wasn't Weskin from the get-go. In fact, this Dwight rage quits out of the game after I grab him, when I can only wish that someone would choke me that way. Final survivor gets the old tentacle tickle, and that's all she wrote. 50 games up, 50 games down, had some good fun, GG's all around. Let me know down in the comment section how you rate my DBD skills out of 100 and why, knowing that if you tell me I suck, hey, joke's on you, that's my kink. If you have a game you'd like me to do for my next 50, let me know, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting the like button. Thank you very much for watching, peace!